Hello, my name is Abigail Spangler, and I'm the Associate Director of Gender and Youth at ACDI VOCA. Today I'm going to share some innovative methods and interventions that address women's time burdens and GBV that we've been testing and learning from in a project in Tanzania. ACDI VOCA implements the Feed the Future Tanzania NAFAKA program, which runs from 2016 to 2021. The program focuses on strengthening the rice and maize value chains with a specific focus on increasing access to credit and agriculture inputs for farmers and improving their ability to aggregate commodities for sale to buyers. In the second and third year of implementation, NAFAKA increased its emphasis on evidence-based learning and adaptation, using research to assess the effectiveness of interventions. This included conducting a study to assess the impact that mechanization grants, which were used to introduce technologies like rice threshers to farmers and producer organizations, had on time savings and income generation. The methodology took form of a time diary, which allowed for a deep dive into time use impacts across the agriculture season. Farmers were trained to record their time use for a 7-day period, categorizing their daily activities into specific categories, such as household chores, social activities, farming activities, and so forth. The program adopted the time use diary method to accommodate farmers who are illiterate by relying on pictures instead of words so that participants could easily categorize their work into the appropriate category. The data analysis of the time use study produced the following findings. Women work an additional 2 to 3 hours per day compared to their male counterparts during the agriculture season. The largest portion of women's working time is dedicated to domestic and care work, about 60%, compared to men who spend about 23% of their time on the same tasks. And, due to the close interactions that developed between members of the producer organization and NAFAKA, which built women's trust in staff, thereby creating a safe space for women to begin sharing personal information. This yielded an unexpected findings such as instances of intimate partner violence. As an immediate first step, the program sought out support by connecting those affected by GBV to gender-based violence support services. NAFAKA also reached out to local government authorities to push for the creation of a gender desk at the local police station, which is in line with the Tanzanian government's gender-based violence support system. Because NAFAKA is an agriculture program, there was limited scope for the program to directly address GBV. However, ACDI VOCA is committed to addressing gender norms which directly contribute to GBV in all of our programs. As a part of a longer-term approach, we decided to do 3 things: provide women's empowerment trainings to challenge the pre-established roles in society, increase the number of women in capacity-building trainings, and promote greater participation of women in leadership positions in the producer organizations. Without the time diaries, we wouldn't have known about the incidences of GBV among our project participants. As a further step, we applied findings from the time use diaries into our programming through adaptive management and CLA practices that result in more gender transformative and risk-informed and responsive approaches. While the time diaries were meant to be a tool to collect data, we also saw them as an important tool to help facilitate household-level sensitization and awareness around gender inequalities and the division of roles within the household. The program will be collecting data to evaluate how its response to GBV has impacted project participants in 2021. Thank you so much for tuning in to this presentation, and it has been a pleasure sharing our time diaries activity with you all today.